Good evening, everyone. My name is Dean Mannheimer. Welcome to tonight's presentation. It is my privilege and pleasure to share with you this evening what I call the DubLi story. Now, before I begin, just a couple of quick notes. One is that I'm going to make an assumption that those of you that have been invited onto the presentation have already been given a personal tour of DubLi.com, and that is the retail side of our business. And the reason that I say that is that it really is the underpinning for our business. It's the most important piece. And it's important that you understand the true fundamentals and the excitement behind what is available to the consumer that DubLi offers. Now, tonight in the presentation, I will show you the high points in terms of DubLi.com, but I won't be going into detail. So if for some reason you have not had the opportunity to be given a tour, when the presentation is done, please get back to whoever invited you on this presentation. Ask them to give you that tour, and you will be amazed at what the real offering is to the public. So, having said that, what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to give you a little bit of history on DubLi. I want you to understand what this company has done, how long they've been in business to get to where they're at today. We're going to talk a little bit about the people involved and what kind of management team and what kind of direction they have, ultimately what the offering is to the public, and what's available to those who see this as an opportunity to have an e-commerce internet type business. So let's just go ahead and begin. Let me start with the history first of all. And the timeline with DubLi is very important here. Now, DubLi was founded in June of 2003. Now, they went 3 years without generating a single dollar in sales. They went through from 2003 to 2006 just spending money. Everything about this business model needed to be built from the ground up, and that is everything from the code that needed to be written to the relationships put together with vendors, contract negotiations, people that needed to be hired. And all of that took place during that 3-year period, getting them to a point that in 2006 they felt good enough about the model as it existed in those days that they launched a test in 4 German-speaking countries in Denmark. Now, they ran that test for 2 more years. Now, that takes them to 2008. During that time frame, they did some enhancements to the model. They made some alterations and some changes as they felt were necessary during that time period. And in 2008, they launched at that time what was available throughout all of the EU simultaneously. Now, it was the fall of 2008, they launched North America with one component and one component only. In 2009, they introduced the shopping mall, and in those days, it was just an affiliate program, nothing compared to what they have today. In 2010, they introduced the entertainment division. 2011, the customer acquisition component. 2012, the travel component. And in 2013, up to through the entire year of 2014, they integrated those pieces into a global, seamless model deliverable to roughly 200 countries in multiple currencies and multiple languages. So again, from 2013, and we're now 2015, roughly 12 years to develop a model that is this comprehensive to get them where they're at today. Now, they are a publicly traded company, and as such, they have a board of directors. Their headquarters is in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. They also have a headquarters in Berlin, Germany, and they also have a headquarters in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. So again, it's important to understand that you're talking about a company that has been around for a while. They've been 12 years to get to this point. They spent the money. They've developed a model that is very unique, and quite frankly, it's revolutionary. Now, the second component when you're looking at a business is really the people behind it. And as I mentioned, they are a publicly traded company, and as such, they have a board of directors. And the chairman of the board is a gentleman by the name of Blas Moros. Now, Blas was one of the original people that was with Bill Gates when Microsoft got started. And he's really credited with much of Microsoft's early international expansion. In fact, Blas is credited with being one of the 5th most important people in Microsoft's history. Now, Lester Rosenkrantz is also on the board of directors, and Lester's been instrumental in assisting a number of companies moving from the private sector into the public sector. David Snasnitz is also on the board of directors. David was the chief financial officer for a NASDAQ publicly traded company. He's had a responsibility for ensuring that the model that DubLi was building was a financially secure model, not only for the board of directors and stockholders, but also for the consumers, that the model being delivered to them is going to be something unique and something that is, again, revolutionary. Michael Hansen is the founder, I call him the brainchild behind all of DubLi. He's also the president and chief executive officer. Now, On the day-to-day running of the business, these are the people that handle everything in terms of DubLi. They spend a good number of years going out searching for the right people for their respective jobs. Now, they went to companies like Microsoft and Google and all of the majors and Groupon and some of the search engine companies to find those right people. And that's everybody from Eric Nelson, who's the Chief Financial Officer, to Rick Robeson, who heads up our customer service division. He headed up one of the nation's largest customer service companies. Krista Paul, who's our Vice President of Marketing, who comes to us from one of the largest, and not the largest, e-commerce companies out there today, and she heads up the marketing department for DubLi. Nick Sharp, who's the Vice President of Technology, also comes from a major, well-known global corporation, and he's responsible for much of the whole back end of our business, if you will. And again, the company's taken the time to go out and find the right people and to make sure that the people they put in their respective jobs were the people that are going to take DubLi to the level that they really want to go to and the type of international company that they want to become. So that's a little bit of an idea about the people behind the scenes. And then the third component when you look at a business is really what's in it for the consumer. Because at the end of the day, if you want to have a business with true residual income, if you want to have a business that you know in your heart of hearts that you're going to be able to pass on to your kids and your grandkids, then it's critical that you have a business that has the ability to have retail customers willing to pay full retail price for your product or service with no vested interest or even knowledge there's an opportunity attached to it. And that is what DubLi.com offers. Now, there's a number of pieces that make up what we call DubLi.com. One of them is our shop. It's one of the largest in the world. And by the way, everything I'm about to show you in terms of DubLi.com is absolutely free to the consumer. They just put in their name and email address, and they have access to everything I'm about to show you. But every major brand, every major store you can think of, it doesn't matter if you're talking about Kmart, Walmart, Lord & Taylor, Nordstrom, Apple products, every major brand you can think of is available through the shopping mall, through DubLi.com. You see, here's the approach that DubLi takes to the consumer. They say to the consumer, listen, do what you do every day of your lives. Same stores, same brands that you're already comfortable with, that you already believe in. Do everything you've always done, buy the same product, same price if you want. Do it online, do it through us. See if we can help you get it at a better price, a convenient way, a buying experience that you'll enjoy. If we can do that, you'll continue to use us. If we can't, you won't. And oh, by the way, if you do use it, come through us, we will pay you cash back on the best deal, best price, best of the best, delivered to your home. You cannot get going direct to exactly the same source. An amazing offering to the consumer. The second piece is, as you go through, includes the entertainment side. It includes a lot of ancillary products and services that a customer is going to be looking for. And as I go through this is the foundation. This is the base upon which everything else as we move forwards will be part of. The second piece of DubLi.com is also the travel. Every major search engine you can think of, globally, because when our customers log in anywhere in the world, whatever the major search engines are for them in their respective countries, they have access to. For example, here in North America, it doesn't matter if you're talking about Priceline, Expedia, Travelocity, Orbis, Hotels.com, all of them are there. Absolutely everything you could look at, hotels, cars, you name it. Here's the interesting thing about this as well, and it applies to the shopping in the mall as well. If you are registered with a store, if you are registered with a provider, if you're registered with Expedia or Priceline or whomever, you have special coupons, special deals, you get special benefits. Whatever you get, doesn't matter. You get it all. It doesn't matter whose credit card you use. If you use a credit card with that vendor that gives you cash back, frequent flyer miles, whatever the benefits are, you get it all. Best of the best. On the travel side, you have an opportunity to compare all the vendors, all the suppliers. You can compare between Priceline, Expedia, Travelocity, whatever, to your destination, whatever you want to get, best deal, best price, best of the best. And DubLi pays the highest cashback in the industry out there. Again, it's an amazing offering to the consumer. All of this is included for free. Now, DubLi does offer some packages for our customers as well. One of them being the premium package. It's $4.95 a month on a month-to-month basis. Now, if a customer chooses to use that package, they get everything that a free customer gets, plus they get a flat 4% cash back on top of the free percentage, because every vendor pays cash back, and it will vary from vendor to vendor depending on what their, what their product line is. But with a premium, it's a flat 4% across the board on every dollar spent. Doesn't matter. You go into Walmart, Kmart, you go directly to Apple, you go to Expedia, whatever. It's 4% cash back. That 4% is paid annually at the end of the customer's year. Just like the Costco model. And I use Costco as an example because my wife and I have our corporate Costco card. We spend $135 a year. At the end of the year, we get 2% cash back. But it doesn't get us anything else from any other store. Now, for $4.95 a month, call it $5 a month, $60 a year, 4% cash back, whether you walk into, virtually walk into Walmart, Kmart, go directly to Apple, whatever you're doing, and that is paid back to you at the end of the year. It'll be the largest chunk of money a customer sees at one time delivered to them in their own checking account, wherever they choose to put it, for $60 a month. It's an amazing offering to the consumer. Plus, there's some other benefits that come along with being a premium customer. Then we also have our VIP customers. Now, the VIP customers pay $99 a year, so once a year. They also get everything that a free customer gets, plus they get a flat 6% cash back on every single dollar they spend, again, regardless of store, regardless of supplier, whatever. And this is paid monthly along with the free percentage. And again, it is an incredible offering to the consumer. They get all of the additional benefits the premium customer gets. They get both premium and the VIP customers have the DubLi branded prepaid MasterCard, which means they can take their cash back offline, take it to a ATM machine, take the cash out, do whatever they want to do. And so our customers have the benefit, depending on what they choose to do, online, offline, it's really up to them. Now, the VIP customers also have some additional benefits. They have what we call a referral program, meaning that if a VIP customer refers another customer who chooses to become a VIP customer, DubLi is going to pay them $20 as a way of saying thank you for the referral. It's an amazing offering. When you think about that, if a VIP customer offers that to 5 friends, family, once they see the value, they enjoy the experience, and they pass the word on, and those people become VIP customers, that's $100 during the course of the year. Their VIP membership was free. Or they could continue to do that and make themselves $100 or $200 a month if they just wanted to share the good news about what DubLi has to offer. And they also have some discounts on Priority Pass, Sports Events 365, golf cards. Amazing benefits as a VIP member with DubLi, and DubLi will continue to enhance the memberships so that all the value, and I should say they increase the value above and beyond what it is today. So again, this is the foundation, this is the base, this is the starting point. All the additional products and services that DubLi will roll out over the next 12, 24, 36 months will be added to what you see today in terms of the offering for the consumer, which means it'll do nothing, become even more valuable to the consumer at the end of the day. Now, let's kind of change gears a little bit, because we've talked a little bit about the history of the company. We've talked about the people behind the scenes who's running the business day to day. We talked about the offering to the public, which is really number one. It's incredible what that is. So let's talk about the business side. And there's a couple of pieces to the business side that also make our model very exciting. One of them is what we call our DubLi Partner Program. The DubLi Partner Program is like a standalone business model, and this is for both profit companies and for nonprofits. And it allows them to take DubLi.com, everything that I showed you in DubLi.com, and run it through a co-branded site that is their logo. In other words, if you look at the slides, you'll see up in the left-hand corner, you've got Business Traveler, you've got More for Fun, and different logos of companies. And what they do is they offer DubLi.com to their database, to their employees, as a value-added benefit, as a way of saying thank you for your participation. And the partners derive a significant financial benefit for partnering with DubLi to fund their cause, to put additional dollars on the bottom line. So it's a great piece for people that have the technical background and understanding on what that could mean for either a nonprofit or for the profit world. So that's one piece. The other is for those who choose to develop their own e-commerce business, their own business, if you will, it's an electronic store. And what DubLi has done is they put together everything that we would need to be able to run a global, seamless business for us. And that is everything from the education, the training, the DubLi TV, and all of the materials that are necessary for us to be able to do that and have it camera ready, the top quality, best of the best, and again, on a global basis regardless of where we live. Now, the only thing that we need to do is as we engage with DubLi in the business, we pay $99 in North America, and that's a one-time fee. And that allows us to participate with DubLi and have the ability to develop a consumer base that we can derive income not only today but tomorrow and for years to come. Now, we have the ability in terms of customer gathering to move into the network side if that's something we choose to do. If we choose not to do that, then we have the ability just to go out and develop the customer base. But most people want to have multiple sources of income, not only from their personal customers, but also from a business and developing a business and multiple businesses. And then we have the voucher packages, and these are products that are available for those of us who've chosen to engage in the business. And we have what we call our membership voucher packages, are $495. Now, depending on whether you're dealing nationally, internationally, you'll make the selection that best fits your business plan. They include 5 of the 1-year VIP vouchers on the national side. I'm going to speak specifically about the national, since we're talking about it specifically here in the U.S. Now, those vouchers, if you remember, are $99. So that's basically $500 worth of product that is retailable to our customers, and you're paying $495 engaging in the business. If you literally sold those off at retail, which is very easy to do, you literally got all your money back, and you're in business with technically speaking, from no out-of-pocket. But it's a way to get your business started. Now, obviously, you're going to also engage one of the vouchers for yourself. So that's a package that's available for us as we engage in the business. The other package that's available to us is what we call our Partner Program Accelerator packages. Now, this is a quick way to jumpstart your business. The partner programs that I showed you, that first slide before we started into this, was that co-branded site with both profit and nonprofit companies. There's a certification that's required, an education to make sure that the correct message is being delivered, and you can do that nationally, internationally. You can do it if you're going to actually do it both ways. In fact, if you got national partner programs or you want to build a business both nationally and internationally, this package will help you do that. It comes with ample products. The national contains 25 of the VIP vouchers. That's basically $2,500 worth of product, and so it gives you what you need to move your business quickly, to have what you need. If you're looking to what we would say very quickly, maximize your income, maximize your ability, the partner program is a great package, or the partner program accelerator package is a great package to choose and use to do that. But again, the packages, whether it's this one or the $495 package, are designed for the business associates to select based on their business plan. It's all it's designed for. It's based on their business plan, whatever fits what you want to do. If you're looking to build a part-time business, then you make the proper selection. If you want to build a regional business, national business, you'll make the proper selection. If you want to build an international business, if you want to move really quick, if you want to build something massive, you'll make the proper selection. But again, it's designed to fit that particular business plan that the business associate would have in place when they engage with DubLi. The only requirements for all of us to stay in good standing with the company is this. We are in what is called the customer acquisition business. So that means the only thing that the company really expects of us on a month-to-month basis is that we would enroll just one VIP customer per month. Now, we have some options. We can enroll the VIP customer, and they buy the voucher, and we're qualified for the month. We can also buy a voucher directly ourselves and then sell it off at a later time if it's more convenient for us. But that's the only requirement that we have, is staying in good standings, is making sure that we are doing what we're all charged to do, and that is build a consumer base. Other than that, everything is whatever you want it to be and how you want to develop your business. Let's talk a little bit about the compensation, how we earn our money. There's really several sources of income. One is on the personal customer side, and the ability to generate and develop a very nice income on just personal customers that we engage, and the viral growth aspect of those customers. We also have what we call our fast start earnings on the business building side, and I'm going to go through some of that with you here in a moment. And then we also have the ability to build our organizational income based on organizational customers and purchases made by a team that we develop and we work with in terms of developing a business to what, again, ever fits our particular plans. Here's the personal customer side, and this is to give you kind of a real quick snapshot. And what this is designed to do is show you that, in this slide, it's basically saying you're a business associate, you have a friend that lives across the street that engages with DubLi, becomes a customer. This customer has a brother in the military that's stationed in Germany that becomes a customer. He has a friend of his in the military that's stationed in Japan that becomes a customer. He has a good friend of his that just got out of the military, moved to California, who became a customer, who has a brother that lives in Texas that became a customer, and the sister lives in Wisconsin and became a customer. So in other words, the business associate has no idea who any of these people are. But DubLi will treat all of those customer registrations as if the business associate personally enrolled them. So that means the business associate will earn a 25% commission on every commissionable transaction generated by all of these people anywhere in the world. It's an amazing way to develop an international business just from a customer base, or national, it really doesn't matter, on a transactional basis. And I'm going to touch on that towards the end of this presentation. But that's the key word to keep in mind, a transactional environment. Transaction is the key for where we're going and what we're doing. So this is one of the sources of income. The other is what I mentioned was the fast start income, and that's on the ability as you build your business to earn some very quick money up front. And here's the idea. The idea is to help people who engage with DubLi and want to build a business generate some funds very, very quickly in the beginning of their business so that they have what we call the luxury of time, if you will. And it doesn't matter whether it's somebody's part-time or full-time, to develop the back end of our business, which is for all of us the residual income. And that's the income that's going to be there, whatever our goals are, that will be there whether we're working or not, and it's based on a retail consumer. And so, but this helps them get started. So there's a 10% fast start bonus on packages our new business associates will select. On the front end piece, we use what is called a binary overlay. It allows us to earn bonuses very quickly on teams being built, and we share revenue in terms of people coming in. It also allows us to earn some matching bonuses on generation pays, and I'm not getting into great detail on this because we actually do a full training on it. Suffice it to say that this is what we call very quick money to sustain your business, to help you pay bills, to have the funds available for what you need to do to invest in your business and to make it grow, because it is a business, and as we know, it takes a little bit of money to make money. And so this is a great way to help our business associates do that and know that they can sustain their business. Then we have the organizational side. Now, the organizational side, and what this is designed to show you is this column on the left-hand side are the titles within our business. And each title has a 5% commission assigned to it. This is very simple. And as we get promoted, we move up through the ranks, we add another 5% all the way up to what we call vice president. This column represents the aggregate total. And so the very top position is what we call senior vice president, and the maximum aggregate total that a senior vice president can earn is 27.5%. Now, I refer to this compensation plan on the back end of our business as a differential, meaning we get paid the difference between our rank and the highest ranked individual in our organization all the way to the bottom, all the way through the bottom. Now, as you build your business, you reach what we call a rank of team coordinator. You're going to have some other team coordinators in your business, and DubLi will pay what we call a generation override on that team coordinator and their entire organization all the way through the bottom. Sales directors will pick up 2 generations, 2 and 1. Vice presidents pick up 3 generations, 2, 2 and 1. And senior vice presidents pick up 2 generations, 1.5% and 1. Now, what I want you to understand is don't look at these numbers and think, oh, those are pretty small numbers. You're talking about building an organization of literally thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands or more of customers globally. And I stress customers versus distributors in many other different business models. But it's not only that. We're talking about the ability to earn this income, these percentages, based on transactions that are generated. And you heard me use the term early on about a transactional environment. And what we're building is the largest global community transactionally driven. And when you've got a business where you've got literally millions and millions of transactions being generated weekly, it does not matter if you're talking about nickels, dimes, quarters, or dollars. You're talking about an unprecedented revenue stream that can't be done in a strictly vertical selling environment. I don't care if you're selling Rolls Royce or airplanes. It can't be done, because when you've got a virally growing retail component, it will outpace anything that a business individual could do on their own, or even with a relatively small team. Let me kind of recap this a little bit, because this is designed to give you an overview in DubLi, and we take people from here to trainings and take them through additional information, because our job is to give you information. But our job is to give you information in as professional and proper a way as we can, so that you can make a good decision for you and your family. Now, whatever decision you make, it's your decision. But we just need to make sure we did our job to give you that information. I want to give you a couple of analogies on how I look at this. And when you think about the banks and the credit card companies, they make billions of dollars annually on credit card transaction fees. Now, they don't care where we use our credit cards. They just want us using the credit cards they issued us because they get those transaction fees. Well, what DubLi knows from the so-called experts out there that have been studying e-commerce for decades is that what people have historically done, getting in a vehicle, spending money on their gasoline, their time, their energy, going from place to place to place, they will do online or already are doing online, depending on the country they live in. But they're not going to go to 10, 20, 30 websites to do that. They will create transactions within communities, online communities, where they feel safe and secure, communities that are fun and exciting, communities that will bring them something of value. And what DubLi knows is this: it's going to include over the next 12, 24, 36 months everything from children's education, how you source and pay for health insurance, life insurance. Anything that you can do online will be done online, will be part of the DubLi community. Even to the respect, in my opinion, that down the road here, people at home watching television, internet-enabled television and programs will watch commercials on products and services they're truly interested in, not things they're not interested in, and actually be compensated for it. And every transaction, everything that is done will be commissionable to us. When I say it's a privilege, it's a pleasure for me to tell the DubLi story, I mean that sincerely, because I'm here because it's a retail-driven model. I'm here not only because this is an incredible business. I'm here because this is history in the making. I came from the retail world, and I worked for a chain that was a precursor to Walmart. And so I saw that whole evolution that took place. I had to study retail all the way back to the old, the olden days, from when it evolved into the politically driven department stores to the mass merchant discount stores, box store, to all of what we're at today. Now, I was there when Walmart came on the scene, and the changes that Walmart made. And I've read the books and Sam Walton and Walmart and how they've changed the dynamics of the public forever. I firmly believe that in the next 1 to 2 to 3 years, there will be books written on DubLi and how this model again changed the dynamics of the public forever, but on a global basis and in a more dramatic way. And you get to be part of that change. For me, it is a privilege. It is a pleasure. What I will say to you is this: if you've got questions, we need to get your questions answered. Please get back to who invited you on the presentation. Get them to get you the facts that you need so you can make a good decision for yourself and your family. As I said, our job is to see that you get that information, and then what decisions you make has to fit for you and your family. With that, I want to say thank you very much for allowing me to share with you the DubLi story. It is a privilege. It is a pleasure. God bless. Have a great night. We will see you on our next